am. Okay, finally on the 5th day of Christmas, the 30th of December.
On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love came to me. Five golden rings.
And here I am to address all of you communicators, all of you people who belong to the what do you call that? The Christian community. Okay, it's Christmas, and who doesn't like a fantastic, wonderful Christmas party? Like that little Christmas party thrown by the Prime Minister of India, attended by a lot of you bigwigs. I'm talking about archbishops and whatnot. Okay, you were invited by the Prime Minister for the first time ever to his house. Okay, and you were hosted so well, and you had Christmas carols and all that, right?
The Prime Minister invited us, and it was his initiative to host this Christmas gathering here in his place and at his residence, which has never happened probably before.
Who doesn't like a good little Christmas party? After all, thrown by maybe the avatar of Santa Claus himself, right?
क्रिसमस वो दिन है जब हम जीसस क्राइस्ट के जन्म को सेलिब्रेट करते हैं। ये उनकी लाइफ मैसेज और वैल्यूज को भी याद करने का अवसर है। पवित्र बाइबल में कहा गया है कि ईश्वर ने हमें जो भी उपहार दिया है, जो भी सामर्थ्य दिया है, उसका उपयोग हम दूसरों की सेवा के लिए करें।
Well, come on, isn't it but natural for the Prime Minister of the world's largest democracy to wish people to put out greetings on different festivals, and so the Prime Minister to have a little Christmas gathering shouldn't be such a big deal, should it? The Prime Minister is not only free but duty bound to embrace the minorities, to call them over, to wish them, to greet them on their various festivals, to unite the fabric of India in the same way as, well, bishops, priests and other people are also duty bound to felicitate their prime ministers, right? So that's a good thing.
I was particularly happy with the Prime Minister's message, attitude, warmth, friendliness.
And the Prime Minister, of course, said nice things about the Christian community and their contribution to the development of India and the rest of it.
एजुकेशन और हेल्थ केयर जैसे महत्वपूर्ण क्षेत्र में आज भी पूरे भारत में ईसाई समुदाय के संस्थान बहुत बड़ा योगदान दे रहे हैं।
But really, one would like to ask a few certain questions here. Like Mr. Prime Minister, how is it under your watch? Like we have 687 incidents of violence and persecution against the Christian community in 334 days of 2023, that is from January to November, according to a report by the United Christian Forum. Yeah, and what about the situation in this little place called Manipur? Okay, where we have over 50,000 Kuki tribals displaced. We have a situation where people couldn't even bury their dead. It was only after a Supreme Court intervention that they were able to have mass burials of the dead in December, right? So here too we don't see any, you're not walking the talk, as we say, Mr. Prime Minister. Now, many people are really excited about this thing, and they're saying this is really a new initiative by the Prime Minister to bring various minority communities together. And I wonder whether the Prime Minister knows that, his appointee in this place called Uttar Pradesh, Yeah, and under this man, this Mr. Yogi, okay, you have more than 100 evangelical pastors and ordinary people who are languishing in jails even as we speak, because there's a roundup of these people. False cases are thrown against them, okay, and what is the big bogey? The big bogey is conversion. In a state which I believe, according to statistics, Christian amount to 0.2% of the total population, and these things are carried out regularly, so we are told, okay. So wouldn't it would be nice that the Prime Minister looks into these things, or at least the leaders who met him should have made him aware of these things that are happening. And what about these Bajrang Dal people, okay? And these guys who go around terrorizing schools and beating up principals and stuff like that? What about these people? I mean, can the Prime Minister do something about them? Maybe it would be good if he's really sincere about what he speaks. It's all very nice in an election year to make nice promises. We all like that. But it's also very necessary that we look into things. Like Kenny Rogers, I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in, really.
Just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. Yeah.
And when we are talking about being in this Christmas spirit, we cannot forget our brothers and sisters in Manipur who are facing a really bleak Christmas and a very cold New Year. And I think as a community, as citizens, we should get together and try to see what we can do to alleviate that. Communicators should try to speak truth to power a little more, try to see whether the amenities, whether relief is actually reaching these people who are still homeless. And let's not forget Palestine. Let's not forget the Gaza massacres. Okay? It is genocide, and let us call a spade a spade. Yeah, I'm opening my mouth after a long time. I've been watching things and reading things and looking at the way people are coming forth to protect democracy. And I'm not talking about India here, I'm talking about the United States of America, okay? So the people of the United States of America, according to what I have read in the Washington Post and other places, they are really, many of the citizens are very, 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 very worried that democracy in their country is going down the tube. And they are saying that the elections in 2024 will be a real watershed. They've got to put their heads together and save democracy from a fascist regime. Now, I'm talking about America, okay? I'm talking about the US of A, okay? But where else have I heard similar stories? There's a similar kind of underflow in another country. It's called the world's most populous democracy, and somebody even called it the mother of democracy. Even there, I think there is quite an undercurrent which is happening where citizens are supposed to be getting together to look at the Constitution, make sure that the constitutional values are not eroded. and the Constitution, as we know, is the Bible of democracy. Okay, so while we celebrate Christmas, I think it's also good to look forward to the new year and make some new year resolutions as well. I'll not talk about that today, we'll talk about that later. But in the meanwhile, have yourself a merry little Christmas, and don't forget, you can contact us because we are planning to do something for our brothers and sisters in Manipur. So you get in touch with us, and maybe you can help us help the people of Manipur. Okay, this is me, Frank Krishna. For now, over and out.
Woke up this morning with the sun down, shining in. Found my mind in a brown paper bag. Then tripped on a cloud and fell 8 miles high. Told my mind on a jagged sky. Just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, what condition my condition